You want to start creating professional talking head videos. You start building your setup, you have a great mirrorless camera, and you learn how to improve your shooting space. But the results are not what you expected, and you have too many aspects to take care of. I had the same problem at the beginning, and I will share with you the solution I discovered in over 10 years of video creation while building more than 5 studios and shooting hundreds of videos. The first big mistake of beginner creators that I see everywhere is trying to copy the settings of other creators and expecting the same result. Let me demonstrate. I want you to see it clearly. I have the camera in my usual spot and I set it up according to this specific room, lighting conditions, background, distances and preferences. I reached the right exposure. The distance between me and the camera is around 1.8 feet. The depth of the desk is 2.6 feet. I bounce the light off the wall in front of me to have a more diffused light. The distance between the lights and the wall is 1.3 feet. And the distance between me and the wall is around 3.1 feet. One light is set at 65% and the other one at 35%. Shooting at 24 fps, shutter speed 1/50, f1.4 and ISO 320, I reach a good exposure, seeing zebra on a small portion of my face. If your desk is just a little bigger and the distance between you and the camera and the wall increases only by a few inches, you need to readjust the settings. Look, I move farther away just a few inches and I can't see the zebra. I need to readjust the lights or the ISO. Because I can increase the intensity of the lights, I will do that, but I have no idea how much. I increase them until I see the zebra again. Now the first one is at 85% and the second one is at 55%. This is a necessary readjustment after moving only a few inches. The exact distances, color of the wall, and reflections will never be the same in different rooms. And this is why you need to understand how the settings and the exposure work and not just copy others' settings. To know how to adjust the settings and how much you need to tweak them, it's simpler than you think. And to understand how to do it exactly, I will give you a dedicated video with step-by-step guidance and explanations. I will add a link in the description to watch it after you see this one. Most of the time, it's a minor tweak made by increasing or decreasing the light's power or adjusting the ISO, but you need to know how it works to be able to adjust it the right way. You can have exactly the same lights, camera and lens, but if the distances, the wall colors, the power of your lights and diffusers are a little bit different, you need to do your own adjustments. If you understand how to expose, you will know how to set the camera in this kind of situation, outdoors, anywhere. It works the same. It will not be extremely fast at the beginning. You need to understand, practice, and watch the tutorial maybe a few times. But once you understand it, it will be extremely fast. Don't copy other settings and expect the same result. Now, the second big mistake is in the same area. Expecting to achieve the exact same look by setting the color temperature and the lights to the same settings. First, if you have something colored in the room, that will reflect and change the look. Maybe you have something red, a library, a wall, or something that will reflect and change the look. If you have something blue, that will reflect and make the image cooler. I have this wooden panel on the wall that reflects a little orange as an example. Our skin is not exactly the same. I have red nuances in this area of the face, and I always reduce the red when editing. If you don't have these red parts and do the same as me, you may look too yellowish or orange. We have this skin tone line as guidance, but it's not super exact, and we are not experts with a lot of knowledge in color grading. I can set it close to the line, but it will still not be perfect. The most important thing is to look natural and for you to like it. I trust my preferences, my eyes, and what I see. I watch when I adjust the image and stop when I like it. But I can't achieve 100% the same look as other creators because we don't have the same room, reflections in the room, skin tones, furniture, or distances. The same thing happens with the blur behind. I use a fast lens, the Sigma 16mm f1.4 at f1.4. The distance between me and the camera is around 1.8 feet, and between me and the background it's around 5.5 feet. If your desk has more depth and you stay closer to the background by only 1 foot, the blur will be less pronounced. If you stay closer to the camera by only a few inches, the blur will be more pronounced. By the way, if you are interested in my setup, I will add affiliate links in the description to all the equipment that I use to shoot my videos. If you click on my links, you're not going to pay anything extra, but I will earn a small commission and this will help me keep sponsors away from this channel and create more valuable content for you. Thank you. Any small change will create a different look, and that's normal. What you need to concentrate on is creating your own look in your own space according to your preferences and possibilities. And now, the biggest and most common mistake I made for years, and many creators quit because of it. The mistake is not being realistic about the true learning and practice curve. Most creators buy the same setup as another creator, do the same settings, and expect great results immediately. You need to practice, test, and do trial and error to gain that experience. I built over 5 studios during that time, and it always took at least 6 months of trial and error until I found a great shot, background, and look. At first, in this studio, I wanted a natural plant, but I took it out of the studio after a few weeks because I didn't have enough light for it to survive. I bought an artificial bamboo plant that I placed on the right side of the shot. I placed the chair on the left side. I like it, but after some time I got distracted by the shadows of the leaves. I moved the plant to the left side and the chair to the right. Some people liked it more on the right, others on the left. I had a blue light behind me. I tried something new. I used some shapes behind me. That's nice, but sometimes I wanted to change it. Sometimes I like to use a dynamic mic to have that broadcast sound. Sometimes I like to use my shotgun microphone. It's never perfect, but to find what works for me, I need time to test and try. Don't expect to achieve what you want quickly by skipping the learning and practice curve. The amount of time needed is different from one creator to another, but it will be there. Understand how to set your camera, understand how the settings work, and set everything according to your space, gear, needs, and preferences. Achieve your own look according to your taste and possibilities, and take the necessary time to learn and practice. But you can do the right settings and take the time to learn for nothing if you don't learn the basics the right way, which are crucial for your content creation success. I will give you a dedicated video to learn how to transform any room into a great shooting space using the best tested tricks. Set your lights, your shot, and the background, and improve your content immediately.